Welcome to the Miller Report, Real Clear Journalism. I'm Maggie Miller. I'm joined now by Matt Neal, the president of North American Siemens Energy. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Could you talk to me a little bit about your confidence in the durability of demand for turbines?
Yeah, so I mean, we're very confident in the near term, but we definitely are looking at the 2030 horizon very diligently, trying to determine what the slope of the curve is going to be post 2030. It's there's a lot of confidence in the technology, but there's also unknowns in how these LLMs are going to evolve. Are they going to get more efficient? Are we just going to need more of them? Are we going to optimize the ones that are created? And so that having a direct impact on the need for energy, we're investing to try to meet this immediate 27, 28, 29 deliveries, but then look at 2030 and decide if we need more investment to keep going after that.
And why 2030?
That's just the question was asked a lot today to some of the hyperscalers and others. That's kind of the date that folks can't really commit beyond, and so we're looking at it. I mean, it's not created by us. It's kind of a market, I would say, market-driven date that we're all very interested in.
Keeping your sights on, would you talk to me a little bit about how you're dealing with labor force challenges in skilled trades?
Yeah, so I mean, Siemens Energy has a little bit more than 12,000 employees in the U.S. today. We're investing in $1 billion in CapEx, and that will have a large impact on our required workforce. So we're going to hire probably north of 2,500 folks in the next few years, most of those being blue collar and field service. And so for that, we're investing in training centers at our main factory locations, and then really investing even in trade schools and high schools so that we can feed high school folks into technical community colleges. Shop class in high school has disappeared, right? And we need more high schools that are putting kids in hands-on technical programs that are getting them interested in being in the trades and showing folks that that's a real career. You can have I think Meta talked about a 4-week program to need to rapidly train up folks. I mean, we don't need to put ourselves in these positions where we have to do this rapid training. We need folks to understand this is a long-term career.
Definitely, and most people might not understand a turbine, right? Yeah. So could you talk us a little bit about, in simple speak, what it is and how you're expanding manufacturing in the United States?
Yeah, so I mean, look, gas turbines simply are engines that burn on natural gas to turn an electric generator. And actually, I think it's important to mention the generator part. It's oftentimes overlooked these days, but you have to, for layman's terms, you put a motor on the end of a gas turbine and you spin the motor and it generates electricity, right? So, we also make those here in the U.S. And what we're doing is we're investing in our capacity really in 3 main areas: generators, gas turbine assembly, and then what we call blades and vanes. So I think the way to describe blades and vanes, when you're in an airplane, which is a small version of a gas turbine, right? You see those things that spin. Those are really complex, what we call castings, that then have to get special coatings so that they can handle high heat. And so those are the 3 main areas where we've invested to try to increase capacity in gas generators.
Have you seen challenges in getting the components needed?
Sure. It's components. It's also the raw materials needed to, for instance, to coat those blades so that they can withstand heat. And a lot of those are globally supplied materials, which in a global supply chain right now, there's a lot of complexity there. Also because this is largely an American story when we talk about this boom in AI build out. And so you can imagine going around the world trying to convince global supply chains that this is a real thing it's a full-time job to try to get the supply chain on board.
Fair enough. What does an affordable energy future look like from your perspective?
I think affordability is going to be largely correlated with technology. I like the term where we hear about best of the above energy. And I mean, Siemens Energy is a strong believer that technology is going to continue to bring new forms of generation and transmission that are going to be reliable, dispatchable, and affordable ultimately. But we shouldn't push arbitrarily, we shouldn't push technology where it's not ready to go, because it will have impact on affordability. And so I think companies like ours are a testament to using private capital to take technology in the right directions, and I think we're proud of what we've done so far. But again, we look for technology to allow us to continue to advance.
Matt, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
That was it for the Miller Report, Real Clear Journalism. I'm Maggie Miller. I'll see you next time.